Hi, my name's Robert Tucker and I restore pianos on the northwest coast in Ulverston. I was taught to play the piano at the age of 3 by my grandmother, who sort of had to look after me for a while my parents were away. Love it. Always fascinated when the piano tuner came to our home to tune it. So I was always fascinated with not only pianos but what went on inside them. You get attracted to music, you just love listening to it, you love making it. As soon as you realise you can make it by pushing buttons on an instrument, you're in there making it. It's almost addictive, really. I lived in Melbourne the first 35 years of my life and brought a grand piano here to Tasmania, and I just didn't seem to be getting the sort of quick service I wanted. There was a shortage of piano tuners here, and people said, why don't you learn how to do it? Why don't you, and it slowly got to me, and eventually I did. I learned how to do it, and the rest's history. I love going into the workshop, I love the variety, I love the machines that I get to work with. I get to have all the fun of making those things, and I can make a living doing it. I've got a room full, really, of pianos. Yeah, I've got 72 all up, some of which won't ever really see the light of day. I start by measuring everything up, working out what a plan of action, much as any of us have to do. I try to make them look as they would have been when they were about 30 or 40 years old if they were looked after. Certainly not brand new. It's a bad look for an old piano, but you don't want it to look like it's 120 and been through 5 wars, It's got to look about like it would have been if it had been cared for in a home for about 25, 30 years, and just the nice family heirloom. Inside, it has to be just totally reliable. Everything has to work, no sticking bits, no breaking bits. So a lot of stuff gets replaced on the inside for reliability. Right now we're in my warehouse, and it's got, I don't know, about 40 pianos in it. Certain pianos stick with me. You remember them, you can't forget them. Oh, I've got one in here even that's from about 1835. It's an old French thing. It's not a very good piano, but it's got history and it's too good to throw away, so it will get restored. In some cases, it's quite literally their grandmother's last gift to them, or the last thing they've got left. So we can make it lovely for them. Very much it's a dying art, I'm afraid. Piano building, there aren't people learning the new skills. Places like Melbourne are swamped with people walking around with a guitar tuner thinking they can tune a piano, but they can't repair and they can't get the temperament right. All the finer stuff is done by ear, and people aren't learning that, sadly. My son's not against the idea. Yeah, he's only 12 at the moment, but he's sort of thinking it might not be a bad thing to do.